Howdy gamers, welcome back to what will be the finale of the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Hardcore Randomized Soul Link with low tier heroes.
Yes.
In case I missed the last episode. Yeah, we're here for the long haul. This hopefully will be edited. If not, I'm very disappointed in future me. But I don't know where I'm going with that. Stop running to fucking Smeargle. Holy shit. We're going to beat Cynthia or Boss. Unless it's Boss. In which case then stay tuned for this man played 3 protects in a row before switching out. The Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this bitch.
1% chance.
Something like that. Ridiculous.
I know
Whack,
the fourth
even.
one is like astronomical, crazy odds.
Yeah, go for protect again. Fucking bum. Yeah. You should kill yourself now.
No tier. Go!
Oh, hello, Charizard.
That's why he's the GOAT, baby.
Scary face. Oh no. Bum. Blastoise too. I swear, this man pulls out fucking Venusaur. Okay. Oh, it was a woman. Sorry for misgendering you, milady.
They really swapped out. I'm gonna handle the heat.
Be able to get our, I guess technically second class. I think we can technically get an encounter in the Pokemon League, but we can get an encounter up here in Victory Road.
Oh my god, you really spawned on me. Just got 360 by this lady.
She had a soul read on you.
I saw the intervention in her hand. I didn't believe the shot.
There's no way you're hitting that. She fucking hit that. She was not letting you get away with that. Okay, right here, technically is the Pokemon League. Road. Pokemon League, yeah. We can get an encounter at the top of the waterfall once you get here. On the once.
Close. No.
Ah, I didn't mean to use it.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you with Thunderbolt. Just zap that fucking thing to the fucking...
Hey, careful. He's ground.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh. You're lucky he doesn't have Earthquake, I'm guessing, because otherwise he would have gone for that and ended you.
I think I would have done that.
This is a tough predicament. Oh, you're also 11 levels over. You're fine.
Wow. Oh. Don't crit. Oh my god. We're good, we're good.
Fire there. Okay. I'm gonna maybe get an encounter here yet.
Yo.
Yo!
He's like funny guy at the end of your video.
Hogpad! The GOAT!
I used that thing, or I've been using it in my black room. So that thing's pretty good. I got a shiny.
He is pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna go check on my pizza.
Alright.
While you get here. When I come back, I better see some power sitting on your screen, alright?
Alright. I'm calling it. It's gotta be Lugia. No, I'm so bad at this game. Oh my god. I'm so glad he's gonna cut this.
Alright, she needed a little more time.
It's easy.
Let him cook.
Shit. Get out of here.
Bro.
Where's the repel to you?
The jolly Pokemon. The jolly Pokemon Pogpad. I guess Pogbray.
Is Pokemon League now?
Yeah. Just on the top of the water there. Eventually I'll run into something, maybe. There we go.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's the Pog pair. Perfect names. Pog and Pog.
Oh, fuck.
Assuming you can catch it.
Holy
my God.
fuck.
Nice crit.
God. Stop that. Get in the ball. Ugh.
Casper. You got Nightshade on him, right?
Yeah.
I'd hit him with one Nightshade. Or actually...
2. I don't know if that's gonna kill.
I don't know. I wouldn't risk it. Wish I was paying better attention to its health bar.
I think it would.
Try to mix him up with a Great Ball. You won't expect a Great Ball. Okay, when I was asleep, and Nightshade. Nightshade.
That definitely would have killed him for sure, actually.
Yeah, probably. And then hit him with the Ultra Ball. This should have a decent chance of catching, or no shakes at all.
Great ball.
Mix him up with the Great Ball. You won't expect it. Damn.
Read it. Please get in the fucking ball.
Okay, we can play this game. You get one shot. You had one shot, one opportunity. Take it, or just let it slip by.
No, I'm trying to take it. Get in the fucking ball. God, I'm gonna slave your ass, and I'm gonna use you in the battle. That's right, pussy. Alright.
The Pog pair.
I love Jirachi. I've never used it, actually. Is it a
There's
Gen 2
capital.
legendary, right?
3.
Oh, is it 3?
Yeah. Pog. The Pog pair.
I guess I'll be paired. As in the fruit. Alright, well, I want this thing now.
What are we switching out though for it?
What is it a special attacker, Jirachi?
Yes.
I like to get rid of Casper, honestly. But I know you don't. Do you have enough coverage?
I got 3 second steps. I just like him because he
Oh, he's
doesn't
holding
matter across his
TM70.
hard as fuck.
What's that? Isn't that Earthquake?
No. Oh, mine is doing anything. We got a water stone? Oh no, I don't. I gotta...
Well, you know where it is.
Yeah. Well, I can... There's some... Oh.
Oh my god, I missed it.
Meow. Oh, I didn't battle this broad before?
Alright, he gave me Flash. What a homie.
Flashing his nips at you. And then we can also get an encounter in Victory Road. If you want to, I would recommend going back and getting more balls. Timer's going off. Just go check my pizza again.
Okay.
No, I got stuck on the rock. I will get my water stone. Out of the way.
I don't have the items for it, but is there any reason I should relearn any moves for Jirachi?
I don't know.
Gravity. What the fuck's gravity?
Hello, Rayquaza. Oh, I didn't realize that. Out of the way. Out of the way. My pizzas. Waterstone. Cool. Get me out of here. Pizza time.
Jacob, I'm taking the risk with the picture. With the balls. Are right back. Jakey.
Okay.
I gotta take an intermission poop. It seems me.
Okay.
So enjoy your
Why
pizza.
didn't you know when I was getting my pizza?
I was gonna let you know.
Ready to go and get our last encounter?
Yeah.
Ready. As if anything wants to actually show up.
Is it up?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I got a little punny, Batman. I got a little punny.
Oh no, Joker. Don't tell me.
You already know, Batman. You know what I'm gonna do to that thing.
Joker, it's an animal, Joker, you can't.
Batman, there's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman. I can do whatever I want with it.
No, Joker. No, don't do it.
I'm gonna do it, Batman.
That's very underwhelming. Hi. If you're hearing my voice right now, that means that you've made it to the metaphorical halfway point, and the rest of this video will now be narrated by me. Post commentary, Jake. Now, we've reached the Pokemon League, and the only thing that stands between us and the Elite Four is a somewhat scary, mainly for me, but mainly underwhelming rival fight. However, the true thing standing between us and the Elite Four is gathering the right items and movesets, as well as team prep. Well, I wanted the team prep, but Low Tier Hero insisted that we get this over with. So, I put on the clout goggles, and we entered the Elite Four with the cracked team of Space the Rayquaza and Time the Dialga, Goku the Dragonite and Roshi the Blastoise, Nami the Exploud and Enel the Electivire, Doyle the Hypno and Baki the Machamp, Bird the Celebi and Paradox the Dodrio, and Hog the Ludicolo and Pear, like the fruit, the Jirachi. Now, normally, when I do randomizers, I put it so that the opposing trainers will have fully evolved Pokemon around level 40 or so. However, I realized a little while back that I must have forgotten to do so for Low Tier Heroes ROM, considering the fact that Cyrus for him had the most piss-easy team to ever grace the Earth. So, going into this, I knew that he was most likely going to have an easier time than me. Now, with enough stalling out of the way, let's get into it. I'll commentate over each person's fight individually so as not to confuse myself or you, the viewer, of what's happening. Starting first with Aaron, or as he is more commonly known, Swimmer Jasmine and Bugcatcher Robin. Starting with Low Tier Hero's perspective, he leads Dialga with a clean sweep through all of Bugcatcher Robin's Pokemon. Now back to me, where things don't go as smooth. I lead with Rayquaza and take out Jasmine's Blossom, Politoed, and Crobat before he sends in Drift. I hit it with a Dragon Claw, but do about 2/3 of its health before it heals a bit with a Citrus Berry, and it deals back a decent amount of damage from the Shadow. I feel like now would be a perfect time to mention the fact that I am severely nearsighted, which means that I can't see things that are far away very clearly. In a couple of scenarios, you'll see me barely in the face cam as I'm leaning so close to the monitor that I can actually see. Even as I type the script on my laptop, which is about 1.5 feet away from my face, if I lift up my glasses, I can barely read a single word. Pair this with wearing a pair of sunglasses dimming my vision, I can't see for shit. So, looking back on this, had I been wearing my regular glasses, I would have seen that a second Dragon Claw would have killed the Drift. Instead, in a panicked moment, I switch out into Exploud expecting another Shadow Ball, but to my surprise, it knows Explosion, which it promptly goes for. Oh my god!
Yo. Yo. Yo.
I won't be seeing you later.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, not exactly my proudest moment. So, I send in Dragonite, and luckily Jasmine's last Pokemon is a Cricketune, which goes down to a single wing attack. Next up, Bertha. Or should I say, Swimmer Esteban and Bugcatcher Ann. Once again, I shall start with Lord Hero's perspective before mine. Once again, he leads Dialga against Ann's Hitmonlee, which he almost loses to a close combat while only doing a little less than half with Earth Power. Knowing his tight matchups, Lothier Hero switches into Dodrio because flying is super effective against fighting, almost dying to another close combat. So he switches into Machamp as Hitmonlee goes for Endure, giving him a free switch essentially. Eventually, he takes out the Hitmonlee with a cross. In comes a Krabby, and since Machamp is low on health, he switches to Jirachi, which almost dies to a crit Crab Hammer. So with a little bit of stalling, the world destroyer known as Krabby goes down. And since Jirachi is such a menace, Ann's last 3 Pokemon go down easily as well. Now let's switch back to my POV, where I can assure you, things did not go as easily. Once more, I lead Rayquaza against Esteban's Honchkrow, which I hit with Waterfall and deal about half of his health. I go for another one, but I guess it was just a low roll as it barely survives and put me at the funny number of HP. Knowing that Esteban will heal this turn, I choose to heal myself with Rest. However, I forgot to equip a Chesto Berry for this fight, so instead, I opt to switch into Dragonite, since I taught it Thunder Punch, and I get swaggered on the switch-in. Go back into Rayquaza, where I take a critical Night Slash before switching back into Dragonite, eating a Dark Pulse before 2-shotting with Thunder Punch. Here's where things don't go so well. In comes Cresselia, whom I would expect to have a bunch of Psychic-type moves, which I could maybe take one of. Nope, cause this motherfucker knows Aurora Beam and takes out Dragonite and by proxy Blast. Now I'm in quite the pickle, as 2 of my remaining Pokemon are weak to Ice, and the other 2 either don't do enough damage or aren't tanky enough to go blow for blow with me. I end up sending in a Ludicolo, which eventually it can't deal with, so Esteban sends in Cricketune, which promptly dies to 2 Surfs before sending in a Primeape, which deals too much damage to my Ludicolo to be able to use it for the rest of the fight. When Cresselia comes back in, I find myself in the same predicament from earlier. In the end, I end up stalling it out with Celebi, using almost all of Celebi's PP in the process.
But wait! There's more!
As Esteban's final Pokemon is a Claydol that starts firing off fucking Hyper Beams onto all of my Pokemon. Eventually, I take a gamble on whether it will attack my Hypno or not, because my whole team was weak, and I needed a clean switch in to either get Celebi or Ludicolo to take this thing out. But luck swings in my favor as it goes for Cosmic Power, allowing my Hypno to pick up the kill. On to Flint, or as he's more commonly known, this bit's gotten old. Starting with Low-Tier Hero, Dialga vs Jinx, Xatu, and Tailo. Who wins? Dialga. Imagine my surprise. But after taking a Future Sight, Dialga is too low on health, so Low-Tier Hero switches into Machamp, forgetting that Chatot is a flying type, before switching into Dodrio, who almost dies to a Hyper Voice. Panicking, he asks me for advice, which I respond, switch into Jirachi, and shortly after that, the battle was over. Now back to me. Rayquaza go brrr as I take out a Pidgeot, a Lucario, and a Scizor before a
Bruh.
Is this some kind of twisted joke?
Okay. After having a slight mental breakdown, I switch Hypno in on a counter and start chipping away, which all amounts to nothing as Flint heals up. So, I take the free switch and switch into Ludicolo to finish it off, before Flint sends in his last Pokemon, Delcatty, which promptly gets executed in the streets of Panama. On to Lucian. Puts your hero up to the bat, leading with his signature Dialga against Lucian's Mamoswine, which almost dies to a Flamethrower before hitting back hard with an Earthquake. But because Dialga is faster, it amounts to nothing as another Flamethrower takes it out. Next in comes a Piloschwein, ironically enough, and with PTSD now under his belt, Low-Tier Hero switches out into Machamp, taking another Earthquake before one-shotting with Cross. Poochyena, Bastiodon, and Cleffa all fought a Machamp as well. And I find it very ironic that the Psychic-type Elite Four member had a team that was essentially clowned on by a fighting. Now back to me, who was feeling a little more confident as I put the Clout Goggles back on. I also get a little PTSD with Lucian's lead being a Drifblim. So I immediately take action and switch into Ludicolo and hit it with an Ice Beam, before switching back into Rayquaza and almost losing it to a critical Ominous Wind. Knowing that Lucian will heal, I take the opportunity to use Rest and wake up with my equipped Chesto Berry, essentially resetting the whole fight. I take it out after 2 Dragon Calls, affirming my suspicion from earlier, and then have to face down a Gyarados. I switch into Hypno and do a bit of damage before sending out Celebi to finish off the rest of his team. Now, time for the main event, Cynthia. Knowing that Low-Tier Hero would be more likely to have an easier time, I elected to let him take Cynthia down before I even acted, allowing me to make necessary sacrifices without screwing him over. Let's see how things went, shall we? For the final time, Low-Tier Hero leads Dialga as Cynthia starts off with a suicide lead of Voltorb that immediately explodes, before sending in a Monferno, which dies to Earth Power, before sending in a Dragonite, which falls to a Dragon Claw. before sending in an Napalm, which surprisingly doesn't fall to a Dragon Claw. But it does die to back-to-back Flamethrower. Next in comes Lopunny, which takes a little to get through before Cynthia is brought to her last Pokemon, Quagsire, which falls to 2 Dragon Claws. Now, for the final fight. Me versus Cynthia. Let's go. One last time, I lead Rayquaza into her Butterfree. I go for Fly as it sets up a Tailwind and a Safeguard, but I miss my Fly, so I take it out right as Tailwind ends, unluckily enough for her. Next in comes Kingdra, who falls to a single Dragon Claw before Marowak comes in. So, I switch into Celebi, taking a Double Edge and taking it out with 2 Magical Leaps. Next in comes Qwilfish, which gets taken out by Psychic before Lanoon comes in to tank it. It ends up living, getting hit by Psychic and a Magical Leap. So I take the turn that she heals to switch into Rayquaza and take it out with a Waterfall into Dragon Claw, leaving Cynthia with her last Pokemon. And I'll just leave this part in the moment, Jacob.
Alright, what is the final Pokemon?
Could it be Arceus?
It's definitely Metapod.
Could it be Charizard? Or Mewtwo?
What's that Pokemon? Wow! Oh! Why, yo? Do. Play the final boss. Do you one-shot this?
Probably not.
Okay. Is it just normal type Arceus? What type?
Yeah. It's just normal. Unless like it was holding an item and that item got randomized, but like via plate. That would be wild. It got randomized to hold a dragon plate.
Wow.
Hey, stop that. Go for extreme speed again, see what happens. Go for it again, see what happens.
I might read you. Drown.
That's my favorite. Oh. Like,
Dead from that?
maybe.
Ooh! Damn it, I had another corpse!
Let's finish it off with the man, the myth, the legend, Hog Ludicolo.
My Dialga carried me for this battle, now it died.
It's fine. He's just resting.
Wow.
I thought she was about to fucking heal.
Crit, you're dead.
Stop. Do not manifest that.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I was dead for crit, holy shit. And that is the Diamond and Pearl Hardcore Randomized Soul Link.
I always knew we were gonna do it.
And with one final death, the run comes to its climactic conclusion, with a total of 17 deaths between the two of us. 10 from me, and 7 from Low Tier Hero. We have beaten something which few people can say that they have, and to be honest, I'm kind of proud of us. I wasn't entirely expecting us to beat it on the first try, and when I gave him all the ROMs, I made 5 in total for us. So to beat it in one try with less than 20 total combined deaths, that's a big W in my book. However, there were some areas that were played very slow, mainly towards the end, but overall, not bad at all. Side note, if this was a regular run for me, this would have been the freest Nuzlocke of my life. 4 out of 5 pseudo legendaries, a mythical and one of the best legendaries in this generation. It would have been so boring, trust me. But, anywho, YouTube outro, stay fresh.
Bye, have a great time.